Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of this mini Bible study on Ruth. If you haven't seen part 1, I would recommend for you to go back to part 1 and kind of be up to date on who Ruth is and kind of her backstory. So as we dive into this, you kind of know what's happening. So in part 2 of Ruth, as I was reading, I really saw another character trait that I loved about her, and it was that she was hardworking. And I want to start off with the scripture. In Ruth 2:2, it says, "One day Ruth the Moabite foreigner said to Naomi," this is her mother-in-law, "I'm going to work. I'm going out to glean among the sheaves, following after some harvesters who will treat me kindly." So envision this, guys. Close your eyes. So Ruth has been walking with her mother-in-law. I don't know if they have buses. Don't know if there's horses or donkeys or camels or whatever they're riding on. It's the dusty road. They get to the mother-in-law's home. So they get to that place. I'm pretty sure somehow there's a house there for them. Imagine that, a hut, grass, whatever it was back in the day that was homes. Imagine that, at that home. So they're there. Ruth is new to this place. And I love it that she set out. I wrote here, she was intentional. She knew she was in the new place. And so her and her mother-in-law were gonna need to survive. And the thing was that her mother-in-law was older, so she couldn't really go out there and maybe be working. So Ruth said, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and see what I can do. And so she goes out there and she comes to a field. And I love it that she wasn't afraid to ask. She asked the harvester, the ones in the field. She said, hey, can I work here among you guys? And she didn't wallow in her pain, guys. She didn't just say, you know what, I've lost all this. I don't want to keep going. No, I really think that she did process it, because as girls, we do need to process our feelings and our emotions. But she also saw a need of, it wasn't just about her. It was about someone else she loved. And I'm pretty sure if I'm going to a new land, it's because I love this person. So I feel like Ruth saw her mother-in-law and said, you know what? I don't want her to go out there, so I'll go out there. I'll do the hard work, and I want to provide to make sure that she's okay. Maybe back when Ruth's husband was alive, the mother-in-law took really good care of the family. And so I'm pretty sure Ruth was still having that in her heart of how grateful she was, even though through her pain and through her struggle. And so she set out to do hard work. It wasn't easy, guys. She's in a field. It's hot. It's burning on her back, probably. She's among people she's never known. She probably heard about them, but she doesn't know them and they don't know her. And like I told you in the first episode, was she wasn't from the right side of the tracks. So I'm pretty sure that maybe some people, maybe some ladies were being nice, or gentlemen were trying to take advantage. So she had all that going for her. And also, she had to remove aside her own pride. I don't know about you guys, but it's hard for me to ask for help. If I can do something, I'll do it myself. And especially, it's harder when I have to ask someone that I've never met or don't know if I'm able to get help from them. So she goes out there and she works hard, guys. There's another scripture that I want to say that I really, really love about this. It says in Ruth 2:6-7. This is the Message version, by the way, guys. Okay, it says, the foreman said, why, that's the Moabite girl, the one who came with Naomi from the country of Moab. She asked permission. Let me glean, she said, and gather among the sheaves, following after your harvesters. She's been at it steady ever since, from early morning until now, without so much as a break. And I think that's so beautiful that she went there and she worked really hard. Someone who was probably observing her, not the landowner, but the one who was in charge of the land, he saw her, that she had been steady at her work ever since, from morning until now, without so much as a break. And that's beautiful to see, guys. And for me, my heart is for you to know that it's good for us to do hard work. And it might not be harvest fields, but where you are at, work hard and diligently at what you do. And it's not always about us. I know sometimes I don't want to work hard, but it's not about me. It's about seeing the need and meeting it. I'm so encouraged by Ruth that she saw a need and she met it. She met it with hard work. She met it by asking, by setting her pride aside, by being intentional of knowing what she had to do, even in the midst of pain, even in the midst of her own heartbreak, and maybe even the death of her own dreams of what she had planned for her own life and how she thought it was gonna go. She decided to just keep walking and keep trusting and keep being faithful in loving those around her with hard work and vision and purpose and clarity. So ladies, part 2 was hard work. As I seek God, He gives me the strength. I can't do it by myself. It's not possible. I can't love. I can't be fully there. I can't meet a need if I don't see it. And I can only see it when I have the eyes of love and hope, which is God. And I'm intentionally seeking Him and trusting Him. Then I can do all things. Like it says, I think in Romans, but I'll double check. So I love you, ladies. Part 3 is coming up. And part 3 is about Ruth being humble. And so I'll see you in part 3.